Don't worry about the algorithm. I've said this a couple of times. The algorithm is me, it's you, it's the people that are constantly watching, it's a community that you've built. So you make money, you spend money. But the way you spend money determines what your future will be like. In as much as you're looking outward for answers, you also have to look inward and be like, oh, okay, like, can I do better? So that way I can give better. And if I can, like, what do I need to do to be the best? Be deliberate about it. No excuses, no competition, no comparison. We don't do that over here. Because all that will do is to set you backwards. So, hey loves, and welcome back. Welcome back to Kelechi's Corner. It has been a while since we last just sat down, chit-chat, had a Q&A session and conversation on topics, issues that might be bothering you. And it's so good to be back here again. We're back in our new office, new studio setup, and I'm so excited for this video and for this session. So again, on this series, we answer questions from our community as much as possible based on our experience, based on our expertise as well. And I love this series because it gives me the opportunity to also connect with you guys while solving some issues as well. Issues related to YouTube, personal life, business, whatever it is. Definitely feel free to partake if you feel like you want to. So before I ramble too much, because I'm trying to be very spot on, I want to just hit the nail on the head and get straight right into why we are here. So today's question is from Goodness. Hi Goodness. And it goes, it's a very long one actually. I don't know if you guys can see, like, look at that. I'm gonna take my time to read it out. Feel free to skip through to see a screenshot of it, or if you want to just go straight into the conversation for today. I don't know what that's gonna be because I haven't read this question, but here it goes. It says, hello Kelechi, I've been creating YouTube videos consistently for about 3 years now. Based on the last video where you spoke about slow growth as a YouTube creator, I felt it was speaking to me. That's amazing. I love the fact that, see why this is important. Yeah. Even as a kid, I've always been in front of camera, so it wasn't a surprise when I started YouTube. Oh, that's cute. Although my channel was birthed in the middle of COVID-19 lockdown due to boredom, I saw potential from watching your content. I felt inspired. But is it weird that I feel my growth is slow? No, it's not. Not to compare, but I know of someone that literally started the same month I did, and she's not only hit 1,000 subscribers, but she has gotten brand deals as well. I keep telling myself that maybe it's due to electrical constraints of my current abode. That's why I haven't hit 1K. No, it's not. I know I can always film with natural light, but I'll need light to power my laptop to edit. Okay. Sometimes I feel YouTube isn't for me, so I started creating on TikTok and Instagram as well. But there's video limit of 10 minutes, and 1 minute reel isn't doing it for me. Me neither. So I get it. And even though I'm not doing this for money, YouTube is the oldest platform that has proven to pay its creators. Yes and yes. Sorry to bore you, that's fine. But it feels like the algorithm is working against me on YouTube. That's how every creator feels, but it's fine. A makeup girly that loves to create soft everyday makeup looks. But tell me why the content that the YouTube algorithm has chosen to promote are content that involves my relaxed hair. I wasn't sure at first, but I filmed to relax hair content back to back, and they are doing so well, from click-through rates to comments, etc. I don't want to keep doing relaxed hair content. First and foremost, I do not pay so much attention to my hair. Yeah, it is long and healthy, but it's not something I can sit and come up with 20 video ideas in one sitting. If you leave me, I can come up with 50 makeup video ideas. Okay. When you spoke about how you first started your makeup videos, I laughed because I recall scrolling as back to your first videos to kind of remodel those video ideas. Oh my god. Okay, I'm cringing just thinking about it. But nothing brought in views still. Okay, maybe I'm yet to find my gold mine. Or do I even have a gold mine? Everyone does. I have invested in my lifestyle because I'm passionate about creating. I should have said this at the beginning. I work a 9-to-5 remote job that doesn't really have closing time. Okay, which takes up majority of my day, and I try to use the weekend as much as I can. And by weekends, I mean just Saturdays. And that's if there's light that day. And with the constant increase of fuel prices, isn't really encouraging. And my Sundays are spent in in church because I can't say I won't attend church because I want to shoot videos. Whenever I see that there's light on a Sunday morning, I always film my get ready with me most times. Most times electricity is taking before I conclude my video, but on rare occasions I finish my videos and then use the car ride to church and from church to edit the videos. By the way, my mom and siblings know you and love your content. Aww. That's so cute. All thanks to me. You have no idea how much your DIY content help a lot of us. If you could help me understand my analytics and guide me on what to do, I will really greatly appreciate it. Wow. Okay, so where do I even begin with this one? I like the fact that you say that my DIY videos really helped a lot of people, and it just makes me want to go back to doing those because generally those are the ones that I enjoy doing the most, and I feel like those ones were the ones that are most impactful, right? But I don't even know where to start from because it's a bit long. All I'm gonna say is I want to keep this very brief, short, and on point. First of all, I must commend the fact that you have a 9 to 5, but then you're still passionate about creating content. Not only that, you're still very intentional with when you create, how you create, what time you edit. You're taking deliberate steps into actualizing whatever dreams and visions you have for yourself. That is the first step, right? And that alone, you deserve to just sit down and say, like, I'm doing good, right? So most of us started off creating content out of either boredom, passion, we're inspired, someone told us we could do it, we saw the potential of it and decided to embark on it. But all I'm going to say is most times we think that the algorithm is working against us, but in reality the algorithm is us. I am the algorithm, you are the algorithm, everyone watching is the algorithm. We send out billions of signals to the algorithm depending on different things that we individually do. So if I watch a video for 1 hour and I watch another video for 10 minutes, indirectly that's telling the algorithm that I'm more interested in that 1 hour video. It's also telling the algorithm that that 1 hour video is more entertaining than the previous one that I'd watched, right? And if out of 100 videos I click on 5, it tells the algorithm that there's something about those 5 videos. So the algorithm is just I wouldn't say statistic, it's just backed up to follow us. It's created to follow us, our actions, our decisions, whatever decisions we make. Ultimately, what the algorithm is set to do is to monitor us and be able to predict us based on our actions, right? And that's why you see sometimes when you watch like a cat video on YouTube, subsequently you start seeing a lot of cat videos because the algorithm is literally watching you, like taking notes, taking all the input you're putting in, not just you, like everyone that is on that platform. And then it's now compiling a list of videos that they think, oh my god, because you watched 10 of this, you must love this. This is related to that, So we decide what the algorithm does. And the only way you can get ahead of that is to understand, first of all, who you are as a creator, what you can give, what you can offer, right? And then, most importantly, understand the people that will gain most in terms of value from you. And that's your audience, people that are watching you, your community, The moment you understand your audience, but also yourself, because you are the algorithm. Yes, they are the algorithm. We are the algorithm. The algorithm is the audience. The algorithm follows the audience. What the audience does is what the algorithm gives. So the moment you understand that, okay, can I understand who this video is intended for? What are their biggest concerns? What are their biggest problems? And how best can I solve it in a way that I will stand out, my content will stand out? That's something you need to figure out. The moment you start mastering that process, knowing what the audience needs, what you can give, filling that up, and then doing that consistently, you will find that the algorithm will start working in favor of you because the audience will find that you are valuable and start following you. That's something I learned in the COVID period, right? When I first blew up, was initially I was creating a lot of like beauty content, like you had said, and they were fun, amazing, but we need to also understand that everyone on this platform is on this platform for a specific reason, and we need to figure out what that reason is. You're going onto YouTube. Most times I go onto YouTube and I'm going onto YouTube to search for something or to find something or find someone, sometimes we just go on people's page and like, oh my god, has this person posted, right? And yeah, so most times we're going on YouTube to figure out, oh my god, I need to cook rice. How do I cook rice? We go on YouTube and we're searching. Oh my god, I'm bored, I need to watch a vlog or something. Oh, this person makes amazing vlogs. Kelechi makes amazing cooking vlogs. Let me go on her channel and see what she has uploaded, or search for, places visits in Lagos, in Canada, in, wherever it is. So you need to understand the audience, understand what they are coming on to YouTube to search for. What are they coming on YouTube to do? And then it's like you're walking backwards. You need to start walking backwards and tracing the steps, and then filling the gaps through your content. Content are solutions, things that people find that would help them in any way possible. So for instance, for me now, I painted my office by myself, by the way. If you guys haven't watched my studio renovation series, feel free to check it out. I transformed the space, literally took everything out, painted it. I did this whole set by myself and it was fun, right? But in the process, I was on YouTube searching for answers. Now, I, in that capacity, was the algorithm and was the audience for a content that I watched, for a creator that had solved my problem, right? So the way you say you love my DIY videos, it helped you a lot. Yeah, because at that point in time, I helped myself. So I started off creating like beauty content, and then like I wanted to improve on my content. And while improving on my content, I discovered so many ways that I could improve on my content. Lighting, gears, quality, tricks, different things on a budget. And I'm like, wow, like, because I was in a constant battle of being a better creator every single time. And you will see that in my previous videos. I think I had like multiple series on that. So every time I try to film, I'm always trying new tricks, lighting, different angles. I'll bring foil paper, I'll do crazy thing, I'll bring foam board. At the time I used to film with foam boards. Like I went all out, trying to find and solve a problem for myself. And when I solved that problem, I was like, oh, maybe people might have the same issues, because there were a lot of upcoming creators at that time. This was during COVID lockdown, by the way, and a lot of people were diving into YouTube as like creators because everyone was at home and YouTube was booming and everyone was bored. So everyone got into it, and I'm like, okay, there might be people who might need to know how to set up lights, if they should use sunlight or ring lights. And I started doing that because I had solved my problem of making the best content. And I did that consistently, and it turns out that there were millions of people that had that same problem, right? So in summary, what I'm going to say is, don't worry about the algorithm. I've said this a couple of times. The algorithm is me, it's you, it's the people that are constantly watching, it's a community that you've built, right? And I'm going to say something. The worst thing you can't do is to start comparing and competing with people that you felt like you had started at the same time, or you're doing the same thing, or you have the same audience, or you think you look alike, or whatever it is. There's space, and everyone grows at a different pace, So take your time, but be very intentional with the time that you're given. Don't waste it, right? At the same time, you also want to be very deliberate with what you're doing and the value that you're creating. Why, who, what, and when. Those are the key things you need to keep considering over and over again. Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? What exactly am I going to be doing so that it gets to whoever I'm doing it for? And then like, when will I be doing this? Weekends, weekdays, after church? But everyone has setbacks. Your setback in this case might be the economy that you're in. Electricity, for instance, there's no lights. But at the same time, you have to figure out a way to overcome those setbacks. You can't keep dwelling in it. So for me, for instance, when I first started off, because we used to have like a very constant, timing for lights at then, electricity, yeah? And back in Nigeria. Now, I used to know that, okay, we'll have light from 12 p.m. in the noon to maybe about 3 p.m. Then it was constant. Then it was predictable. But now, I don't think it's a bit predictable, but then it was predictable in my estate. So I'll just put myself in that position that, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this constantly from 12 because I know that because I could predict that there will be light from 12 to 3. I am going to show up from that 12 to 3. Before 12, I must be made up, my hair done, ready to film. I must have my content, my script, everything, so that I can maximize that 3 hours gap, that 3 hours window. I'm there for it. Sometimes it was reverse. It will be at night. It will be at night. I worked hard at the beginning. No. Now I'm like not really so, like at the beginning I worked hard, I hustled, So you have to figure out that what works for you, and make you work. Now you could decide to take it a step further. Because you have a 9 to 5, it means that you have a steady income stream, steady flow of income. You could use that to fund your side hustle, So you can say, okay, every day every month I'm gonna keep 10,000 naira, for instance, or 20,000 naira, or 30,000 naira, and I know that every month I'm going to be doing every week. It could be once a week. I'm going to be filming from 12 to 6. I don't care if there's light, if there's no light, but this is the budget that I've allocated to help fuel my dreams. You use your 30K, buy fuel. If there's no light, you put on the gen, film. If there's light, you put it off. You have to make it work, And this is something that I did because I started like making money from YouTube. So all I had to do was refuel my dreams with fuel because we had to use the gen, So yeah, that's something you need to consider. You're not wasting money. I know things are expensive, but consider it as investing in you, in your dream, in your business, in your future as well, So you make money, you spend money, but the way you spend money determines what your future will be like. You can spend your salary on something frivolous, or you can invest it in something that will profit you in the nearest future. It's your choice, So that is it. I think that's about it. Let me go through the question one more time to see if there's anything else I would want to add to it. Yeah, in terms of the type of content you should create, it's not set on stone that you need to create one type of content, right? So for instance, if you're creating beauty content and you love creating makeup videos, amazing. I do as well. But my makeup videos doesn't get a lot of views. My hair videos does. My DIY hair videos gets more views than makeup. But I enjoy doing makeup videos because they're easy, right? I enjoy lifestyle videos as well. But what I would say is you have to find a balance between creating help content, hop content, hero content as well. You want to find something that solves a problem. Now, if people are coming to you for hair videos, it means that there is a value you have given in that space, and that value is in it. It means that you can still keep giving, So keep giving, but then give in a way that it pleases you and it makes you comfortable and enjoyable. So instead of doing relaxed hair, you can do like, okay, what next after relaxing your hair? Hair care, steaming your hair, treating your hair, braiding your hair, what's it called? Protective styles for relaxed hair. Those are subsequent videos. You don't have to keep doing relaxed hair. There are things that come after relaxing the hair, and also things that come before you relax your hair as well. So you can do things to do before you relax your hair, how to do this, how to do that, whatever it is, but understand the process and create a series around it, And hair is beauty. Beauty is so diverse because beauty is linked to makeup as well, so hair and makeup video, and if anyone's watching your hair video, it means that they are probably 90% or 95 or 98% will be women within a certain age. So it means that they'll also be interested in your makeup. But the question now is, how good is your makeup? Are you good? Like, do you have that value in you to give, or do you need to keep working on it as well? So sometimes you have, in as much as you're looking outward for answers, you also have to look inward and be like, oh, okay, like, can I do better so that way I can give better? And if I can, like, what do I need to do to be the best? Do I have to keep practicing off camera, go to classes, watch videos, tutorials, practice, master the craft of beauty and makeup and all that, So most times we look outwards for answers and we're blaming everybody, blaming everything. Oh, this person is doing better than me. Sometimes we just have to look inwards and say, okay, why is this person doing it better than me? Or why isn't the same thing that everyone is doing not working for me? Maybe you just need to tweak it a little bit. Maybe you need to just turn the knob just a little bit for it to work. But because you're not focusing on you internally, you miss that point and you miss that perspective. So in this self-reflection phase where I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me just calm down and figure out what the future future holds, what angle I'm going towards. You know, if something is working for you, there's no need fixing what is broken. With YouTube, you can do as much things as you want to. It's your platform, it's your brand. If you as an entity represents beauty, you represent makeup, hair, you represent lifestyle, that is you, that is your brand, that is your business. Sell it out the best way possible, you know. But you cannot conform to a standard that was never set to begin with. You know, YouTube never came out and said, oh, just do one thing. No, they said, come out and let the world hear your voice. They're giving voice to people like you and me to be heard. So yeah, that's my take on your question. All I would say is just focus on what you can give the best that you can, but also understand what the market needs, what your audience needs, and try to give that as well. And do that consistently. Invest in yourself, invest in your brand, invest in your business. Be deliberate about it. No excuses, no competition, no comparison. We don't do that over here, because all that will do is to set you backwards and keep you in a box, because now instead of thinking of how to move forward, you're thinking of what everyone else is doing, and it will continue weighing you down, because you continue seeing yourself as less, and your energy would be dampened. Positive energy is so important, because it's just so important. I don't know how to start explaining it. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I enjoyed having this conversation with you guys. Feel free to send me your questions. I'll leave the link up here as well and down in the description box if you have any questions relating to I just relocated, by the way. I relocated from Nigeria to Canada, just in case you're seeing me for the first time. That was a huge journey, a huge milestone. So if you have questions about that, let me know. If you have questions about YouTube, personal life, motherhood, I find this is a safe space for us to just communicate, converse, but also like get to know ourselves, feel good and feel better, and grow at the same time. My hands are just moving and grow at the same time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Till then, make sure you stay blessed and you stay fabulous, and have an amazing creator journey, guys. And goodness, thanks for sending in your question, and I will definitely see you in the next one. I hope this video was helpful, by the way. Thanks for engaging, and have an amazing day. Bye.